from Homeland Security. And in our letter we said to Homeland Security, we said, why don't we give special protected status the way we did with Honduras, the way we did with Nicaraguans, the way we did with Salvadorians, to our Haitian brothers and sisters? Why don't we give them that protected status? And you know, they wrote us back and they said, we're looking at the United Nations, we're looking at this, and we're monitoring everything. You know what? ¿Tú sabes cómo se resuelve la injusticia que tenemos con la política que deja un grupo tocar la tierra? You know how we eliminate that inequity and that unfairness, which says to one person from the Caribbean, just touch soil and you're here and you're on your way to American citizenship, and another person touches the soil and we deport them immediately back to their country. You know how we accomplish that? Through comprehensive immigration reform and making sure we don't leave anybody out. So I know that some will say, let's take care of the ag workers. Some will say, look at that student that introduced me, let's take care of the dream students. But in reality, the only way we're going to accomplish justice and fairness and have a community that we can all feel secure in, and a movement that we can all feel proud that we participated in, is by guaranteeing every last one of them that deserves to be here to stay here in this country. And so that's why we have to make sure it's comprehensive and includes everybody. Now, I'm going to tell you that as I traveled through this country, every time I made a stop, I was even more and more committed. Because I met women who are today being in sweatshops in LA, who are being sexually exploited by the owners of that company. I met people without fingers who worked in meatpacking plants without arms, who have lost limbs in those meatpacking plants. I met so many different people who work in so many different jobs. And I said to myself, we can't leave any of them behind. Porque la verdad es que amar a su prójimo como a sí mismo es decir que todos los inmigrantes son nuestros hermanos, son nuestros prójimos. I want you to take a moment, because we have a lot of politicians that take pictures with their wives and with their children and say, vote for me because I'm a great family man. Look at my nice looking wife and my great looking kids. And they're proud, I'm sure. But then they go to the halls of Congress and vote for laws that divide and separate families. And they tell us what great men and women of faith they are. Now look, I'm not going to tell you that I'm a theologian, but I remember two basic things. And one was to love God above everything else. And the second rule was to love my neighbor as I love myself. Now, I want to share with you, if we truly love our neighbor as we love ourselves, and we have citizenship, then we cannot do anything other than to fight until they are also citizens of this country. Because truly, if I love my neighbor as I love myself, then we have to fight for their kids to have the same educational advantages that my kids do. The same housing advantages, the same health care advantages that I do. And that's what's so fundamentally great about the movement that we're all part of. Because we get to live loving our neighbor as we love ourselves. There's going to come a moment of triumph. I know it. I feel it. Because I know that we're organized. And during the campaign, our President of the United States, Barack Obama, went to National Council of La Plaza, and the roof went out when he said he was for comprehensive immigration reform. And he went to Naleo, and the roof went out when he said he was for comprehensive immigration reform. And everywhere he went to LULAC and the roof went off when he was for comprehensive immigration reform. And you know what we need to do? We need to remind our friend, our ally, that we're going to lift the roof if he doesn't keep his promise and bring about comprehensive immigration reform. Nosotros tenemos que ser claros. Él es nuestro amigo, él es nuestro aliado. Nosotros le deseamos lo mejor, le tenemos mucho amor y mucho cariño. Pero que tengan claro una cosa: si no cumplen con su promesa de darle a aquellos de nuestra comunidad que no tienen protección, aquellos de nuestra comunidad que Él prometió defender, de traer de la oscuridad al día, a la luz del día, nos dijo que va a haber consecuencias con nuestra comunidad también. So, be clear. And will understand it better than the women. And you know, she's voted for me in every election. She supported me in every election. She's campaigned for me in every election. Pero si yo no cumplo con mi promesa, a veces ella me mira así, me dice, Luis. And you know, your wife has a certain way of just looking at you. And you know you messed up. You know there's no sense arguing with them because they're right. Now, why does she do that with me? Why does my wife do that? Why does she do that? Because she loves me. Because she wants me to do well. Because ella es mi compañera, ¿verdad? Nosotros somos compañeros del presidente Barack Obama. Y nosotros le tenemos que mirar firmemente y decirle, Barack, pórtate bien, haz lo que tú prometiste, cumpla con tu promesa. Por el amor y el cariño y los regalos de mi esposa, soy mejor congresista, soy mejor padre, soy mejor ser humano. Y nosotros vamos a hacer de Barack Obama un mejor presidente, insistiendo que traiga la reforma migratoria a nuestra comunidad. So that's what this is all about. So don't get tired now. You need to double down. Huh? You need to say, I'm going to do twice as much. I know you've done a lot. You need to do twice as much because we're almost there. There are so many people waiting for us to bring about justice. There's all those people in the Philippines and the nation waiting for those visas, right? So they can bring their families together. 10, 15, 20 years waiting for those visas. There's all those kids. You know that young man that introduced me? Think about it a moment. We just had in Chicago the class valedictorian of Benito Juarez, who's going to go on to Cornell University, indocumentado. How can we continue to graduate students from our university? They should go out, porque en su mente, in their minds, there's the cure of AIDS and cancer and world peace. Those are Nobel Peace Prize winners of the future. They make our nation great. Let's not turn our back on those students. Let's not turn our back on those agricultural workers who work in the field every day making sure that we have the food that we eat on our table. Let's not turn our back on any one of them. Yo les digo a ustedes, I say to all of you, juntos tenemos mucho poder. No permita que nadie nos divida. Nosotros sabemos hacia dónde queremos ir. We know what goal we wish to reach. And all we're saying is, you know what? We're a patient people. But our patience is running really thin. We want comprehensive immigration reform. And don't allow my Democrats, I'm a Democrat, don't allow my party to say, oh, we only have more Republicans. No. Nosotros estamos en la mayoría. mayoría en la Cámara y en el Senado, y en la mayoría se demuestra liderazgo para cumplir con las promesas. We're not going to wait to talk to Republicans. Well, you can imaginar, if I go to 20 Republicans, I say, well, they said we needed 20 Republicans. You know what we're going to negotiate? Down into a minimalist policy. No, let's have the grandest, let's have the most open, let's have the most universal, comprehensive immigration reform. Because that's what America deserves, that's what our country deserves. Esta bandera no merece menos que se cumpla con la promesa de una reforma migratoria para todos. Yo estoy comprometido a eso. Yo voy a regresar al Congreso a trabajar. I'm going to return to Congress to continue to work on that. But I'm going to tell you something. You lifted my heart, you lifted my soul, you lifted my spirit here today. I thank you so much for being so kind and listening to me this afternoon. Hasta la victoria, si se puede. Gracias.
Vuelven a la tierra en que nacieron, al embrujo incomparable de su sol. Todos vuelven al rincón de donde salieron, donde acaso floreció más de un amor. Bajo el árbol solitario del pasado, cuántas veces nos ponemos a soñar. Todos vuelven por la ruta del recuerdo, pero el tiempo del amor no vuelve más. El aire que trae en sus manos la flor del pasado, su aroma de ayer, no dice muy quedo al oído su canto aprendido del atardecer. Nos dice con voz misteriosa de nardo y de rosa